sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Play action, now Purdy. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Here's Purdy. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Purdy's pass intercepted. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Benson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll go again with Benson. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are 1 game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Omaha. Hot!
Kyler going to give this to Benson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Green. Buzz. Big Ace. I know so.
To throw is Murray. It's complete to Brown, right side. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
That's a gain 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
First down and goal to go.
Murray on the sneak. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Cardinals have struck first in this NFC title game. Looks good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Cards will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Murray. And incomplete on a deep ball.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
On the hole. Hey.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And here's Matt Araiza now. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
This is when you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Purdy now to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 15 for the Niners there to first down. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just 1 throw. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing here, Purdy. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. McCaffrey running up the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Purdy off the play fake. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Big ass open, big ass open. Two.
Play action. Now it's Murray. This is taken in by McBride. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The end result, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A give up the middle with Benson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Murray going to fire this out to Harrison. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Hey, hold on. Coach.
On 3rd down, here's Benson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trey Benson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 7. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Now Purdy. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes you just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Second and 10.
Get set.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. This one caught by Kittle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, 49ers.
Back to throw, Purdy. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there at second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and it seems elite.
And across the chalk, into the end zone is a 49er touchdown. George Kittle with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Play fake. Murray. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Cards are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Looks good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit. But they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you get a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat. But if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you. That's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? Here's 2nd and 3. Purdy. And this throw incomplete. For the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Purdy looking to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A gain of 6.
It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
It's a gain of 6. And the 49er first down.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
McCaffrey's got it. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 51 yards. And the Niners are an extra point away from drawing level. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They run over center with Benson. And some room to work. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey Benson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz with the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Second down and 3. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Purdy. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, San
Ayuk going to go in motion right. Back to throw now on first down. Connects with Kittle underneath. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Cardinals.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
4th down try. Here's Purdy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Hey, come back, come back. 2.
Murray going to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year, and they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the...
And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
It's a gain of 32. First down, 49.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Here's Purdy. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
First and goal, San Francisco.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out. Yellow. Stop.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Second down and goal. Purdy. A throw left side for Pearson is complete. And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5. Third and goal here. A big play brewing in this NFC title game. Here's Garendo. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Isaac Garendo punching it in from a yard away. And the Niners are an extra point away from evening this one up. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are all tied at 28. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Still fighting for more. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Arizona. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. In motion right, Watkins. Throwing to start the drive. Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, given 14.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front. And in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Operating from the gun, Purdy. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in?
They'll look to throw here on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Get set, get set.
Out of the gun, Purdy. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Purdy now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the 49ers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. They'll start on the ground with Benson, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second and 6. To throw is Murray. And is caught downfield by Harrison. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw, it's Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's second and 10. Murray now. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So third down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on third down. throwing here. Purdy. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now Purdy. Got a man, that's Ayuk. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
At the 10-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They need a touchdown to tie it. Of course, they know full well they won't have too many more possessions, if any, in this championship game.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Murray changing the play.
Omaha. Swim. Green. Easy, quiver.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Murray. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it go again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Johnson Jr.
Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. This is McCaffrey on the give.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9. Purdy from the gun. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And this is good for a first down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Here's McCaffrey. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 101 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he goes over the century mark with the AFC title on the line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. 118, watch out.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Get set, get set.
Purdy on the sneak. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to 4th. This is up and good from Pinheiro. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Pinheiro set to kick off.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Murray. Now they go straight. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10.
Hey.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Murray to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Here's 1st down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Benson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
16 more yards. That's another Cardinals first down.
To throw is Murray. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's 3rd down. There's Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
That's good.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Let's go. One more. 2-2. One more. 2-2.
Now Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Get set. 18. Watch out.
And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.